Do you want to know how I turned an idea, some household junk, and just the right amount of childhood trauma into a killer Hollywood series? Literally, it's about a murder in Hollywood, I'm not bragging. With a distribution deal, merch, and a passionate and occasionally abusive fan base asking for more? Keep watching. So, right now, I'm in actual Los Angeles. I can't believe I'm really here. It is insane. Yeah, that was a holiday and also trespassing. It actually all started here, when I was just a little boy. Inspired by all the drama, wealth, and glamour I was surrounded by as a child, I wanted to write a story set in 1990s Hollywood. They do say write what you know. After I graduated in film studies, I was gonna make it happen. I had an idea, a list of dream locations, even had to think about the perfect 90s cast. Yeah, she'd definitely do it. I guess there was just one tiny problem. I was still living at home in our family's council house. This is more like this, with no money and no industry connections. Yeah, I know, right? What was the point? So I took that junk and I made the whole thing with dolls.
Hello.
Puppeteered with strings. But why dolls specifically, you ask? Well, let me tell you another story. Before we got upgraded to a council house, we lived on a council estate. Don't ask me how the system works. For those of you who've seen Chewing Gum or Top Boy and are wondering what life was really like growing up on a London council estate, for me, it was somewhere in the middle. Against the backdrop of multicultural community gatherings and the occasional gang arrest, I was out in the playground playing football, getting into fights and... okay, no, I was indoors, escaping all that and playing Barbies with my little sister. For my birthday, I deliberately asked for a super macho GI action dude doll or whatever his name was, and then I asked for girl dolls so we could have girlfriends. Just like I would one day. Anyway, I would make their dresses out of tissues and socks and create fabulous scenes with galas and sports cars and storylines about infidelity and life insurance fraud, all in American accents, obviously. And my sister would chew on their feet and draw on their faces. My mum really supported my, let's call it creative side. But my very conservative, very Christian, very Jamaican dad, well, one day he caught me and he wasn't pleased.
Oh, what did Bumbarasa go on, so?
He grabbed the first doll he could see and threw her in the bin. Once I stopped crying, I did what any preteen lad would do. I threw an intimate but glamorous secret funeral and wore the bedroom net curtain as a veil. It was beautiful. Anyway, I grew up, went to school, made friends, got a Saturday job, went to uni, but I probably never really got over that day, so creating a live-action doll animated comedy series was probably the next best thing to actual therapy. Using my friend from school's dolls, hey Becca. The very first version was a story about 4 rich women trying to make sense of life and love in the big city. I know, it'd never been done before, but it was actually a bit shit, so the idea evolved to be about the mysterious murder of beloved it-girl model actress Dr. Ballerina astronaut Darby, with a D, so no lawsuits please, and a writer who has to confront her delusions about reality to solve it. I got together with another friend to convince some voice actors to play the characters and raise enough money to actually make the thing. We tried. We raised just about enough to rent a space to film in. So, I worked during the week to make the rest needed. This bought dolls, and dresses, and paint, and this wheelchair, and that table, and this picture frame, and this clock, and that other picture frame, and these couches here, and that cushion, and that stove there, and this book. Don't worry, it's not a real credit card. But in the end, my friend had other non-doll fantasy world-building work commitments, so I had no choice but to try and make the series a reality on my own. I mean, I could have quit too, I guess, but I had one voice telling me to keep pushing through.
You're a disgrace.
Another summer went by filming in that small, sweaty room, but that's okay because nothing fun happens in summer anyway. Exactly. At the same time, I was redrafting the story, building sets.
Over the shoulder.
Not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah. This is me.
Whokilleddarbie.
This is me.
Man, I would so hit that.
This is me. This is me. This is me. Me. You get the idea. Budget issues. It was nearly finished. There was just one scene left, the dramatic ending I had just rewritten. What could possibly go wrong?
The coronavirus outbreak is officially declared a pandemic.
Bracing for an onslaught.
Well, the United Kingdom is now on total lockdown.
You must stay at home.
I still had that last scene to film, but I couldn't be caught leaving the house, so I stayed home and fully complied with the law. It was done. Summer Lane Drive, the original live-action doll-animated murder mystery comedy series about the deadly but alluring friction between reality and fantasy, created by a guy who clearly grapples with that very concept daily, was completed. It took lots of evenings and weekends, a few possibly odd-looking toy shop visits, and several late nights off my face on coffee, writing on my laptop and wondering, what am I doing? No, literally, what am I doing? But it was worth it, I think. There was really only one way to know for sure. It was! The series ended up getting lots more views, festival recognition, and interest from real-life industry people, which led to a distribution deal. But the best part is knowing that my first series attracted actual human fans. Any writer who says they don't care about the validation bit is lying, or they're just much cooler than me, which I know is hard to believe. So that's how I created my original series. Thanks to all the people who helped... Hang on. Oh, it's my dad. Hey, Dad? Oh, you watched it? Yeah. Yeah, Summer Lane Drive. With the dolls, yeah. Yeah, they're not my dolls. No, I found them.